morning. I just really quickly wanted to go through a couple of things that I got at the Lifeline bookshop on yesterday. So this is $40 worth of books and what I am planning to do with them. So this one was on the $1 rack. It's pretty it's got that real stinky book smell. But I think this one would be really great. It's a really good cover, but also really great for some collage material, maybe some words, maybe even using it as paint papers and doing something like that. But it's got some really cool little things in there that I think I can definitely use. So I just wanted to get that because I thought that looked great. This one's really great. It's super ripped and worn, and a lot of the material in here is going to be, it wouldn't be able to be used for making a new book, I think, because I think the paper is also too old. It would just kind of disintegrate a little bit. But there's some really cool things in here that I thought I could use for collage material. And again, using it to make paint papers and stuff like that for collage. But because it is falling apart, I really loved the cover, and I thought that I could use the cover to make a new book. So that's those two. I got some really interesting looking old sewing patterns that can be used for collage material as well. I found this book and I don't know what to do with it, but I just kind of thought it was funny. And I also so I think it might just live on my shelf for a little bit until I decide, but it's all these sort of quirky comments and play on words. Here's my favorite. Where is it? This one. Things that go bump in the night. Night after night. This one is, I had a lot of fun last night. With this textiles book. So it's just this gorgeous book that has all of these different textiles, and I've kind of gone through and pulled out a whole heap of the pages, and there's just so much glorious papers there. So if you're looking for some interesting papers and you're going to the op shop, look for a textile book. They've just got, it's already just so juicy with, look at this one. I love this. And then I started doing, because I'm going to start doing collage workshops, I started bagging them up in different colors and different formats. So this is just all jugs and pots and things like that. This is just colorful stuff. These are different people. So I wanted to start organizing so that when I do the collage workshops, there's words. When I do the collage workshops, they can be oh, I want to have a pink piece of paper or something like that, and they'll be all sorted out. So that's what I did with that one. And some of these papers in there are from this book, which was, again, I'll use that cover for a new book at some stage, but it was a mindfulness sort of book, and it had a whole heap of just random photos and really good background papers. So let me just organize my chaos a little bit. I also got these Artline magazines are really good because they usually have other artworks that you can play with. They've got people, even this, this is really cool. Could use that in some collage material. So again, just looking at magazines that are really colorful for collage material. Even things like this, using little books and stuff like that. This one's an old framing book. I don't know whether I want to give this one to my father-in-law, who's taught himself framing for me, or if I want to use the images. If you look at these, and I could do a whole series of just framed collages with the framing that's in here, the images from the framing. But yeah, we'll see. So that one's a future days. Just thought it was cool. Next one is I got this one. It's a Diamonds in the Sky, a social history of air travel. And it's just a really beautiful cover. Like, so I can definitely use that again. But there's some really interesting images in here, and there was one in particular, like even just things like this, you know, that'd be cool for like a surrealist collage. There is one. This is really cute. There is, I really love this one. I feel like that would be such a cool image to use in something. But there's these like postcards, but there's also these like posters like this. I love this so much. That like Art Deco style poster. I just think that's so cool. So I think it also talks like about long reach and about Qantas out at long reach, stuff like that. So I just thought that might be interesting. I got this one. Don't know about this one. It was just really cheap, so I grabbed it. But I think it was just more like the inspirational quotes. Like that to me is pretty cool. Like I can cut these out, even like the dots. There's like coloring ins and stuff like that, which I could probably use somewhere. So that one's just another one. And then finally is just a array of women's weekly sort of magazines and things like that. So they're always just really good for even this patchwork, like good collage material. I just wanted to have like a real range. This well-being one's pretty cool. Even just like finding like different picture, like parts in these. Lots of stuff. Anyways, so that is my finds from my op shop trip yesterday.